This was back in 2000. I got a call from Norman, and Norman is or was our children's adopted, if you will, granddad. Their grandfather, because they didn't have a biological one here locally, and we'd become, my children were young then, we'd become very close. And Norman called me one day, and I could tell he'd been crying, and he said that Florence, his wife, had been diagnosed with Alzheimer's, and could I help? And what I realized that from that call was, I could help in the sense that I could prepare documents for him, wills, powers of attorney. I knew how to do that. But what I really didn't understand at the time was the whole dementia, the whole progression of Alzheimer's as a disease. And so working with him, I really went to school and learned all about that, and walked that through with him. Fortunately, they did have a couple of years anyway of Florence eventually had to go into a nursing home. They had, I think, 3 years of coverage. He was smart to buy long-term care insurance. He was a church organist, so that was an expense for him at the time, but they did have that coverage. And then, of course, the insurance ran out. We were able to protect his home for him. We were able to eventually get Florence on Medicaid. He had the sale proceeds of the house to live on. So she was able to see out her days in comfort without Norman being impoverished as a result of that, because she did live quite a number, 7 or 8 years in the nursing home, which would have absolutely, of course, just wiped them out. They didn't have a lot of savings aside from the value of the house. So since then, there have been many Normans and Florences that I've been able to help along the way, and that's that's been a real privilege. And what I also came to realize is that, of course, it's a lot easier if we do some pre-planning. If we plan ahead, rather than waiting for the call, my wife or my mom is in the nursing home. If we don't wait until that point, if we actually plan ahead, we can do a lot more. So I hope most of you, if not all of you, are in that position today of pre-planning, and we can talk about how we help through that.